for being here. We're thrilled to death. Training camp opened Saturday. These guys are working hard. They're 20 strong, and they just can't wait to get going. This is kind of a dress rehearsal. The exhibition opener is on Saturday night in Las Vegas against the Denver Nuggets. Had that for you on Prime Ticket and on KFWB. And then it's off to China for a pair of games against a team I'm told is pretty good, the Miami Heat. So these guys are getting busy, and this is a working practice, and you're going to see a scrimmage, you're going to see a lot of new faces, you're going to enjoy it. So let me give you a chance to meet the members of this 2012-2013 Los Angeles Clipper basketball team. This fellow is an undrafted rookie and inviting from Texas Christian, where he was All Mountain West Conference first team player last year. He grew up in Las Vegas, where we head this weekend. Say hello to 5'9" Hank Thorns. Another undrafted rookie who's getting his first taste of an NBA camp. He's a sweet shooter who played 4 years of college basketball at Dayton, Chris Johnson. Next young fellow, a second-round draft pick of the Seattle Supersonics back in 2008. Spent the last 4 years playing ball in Europe after a solid 4-year career at BYU. Let's welcome Trent Clayster. Next up, this young man was so close to making it in the league last year. He was about the final cut by the Clippers in training camp. A late season call up then by the Rockets in Houston in April, but yet to play in an NBA game. Hopefully he makes it this season. This is his year. Marcus Blakely.
That's right, yeah.
This next little speedster was in camp with the Clippers last year, played very well in this game here, as a matter of fact. He wound up playing 10 games over the course of the season between the Clippers and the Houston Rockets, giving a good shot once again this year, Courtney Fortson. Some of the guys who were in the league a year ago, injury-hampered rookie season for this young man. He's back for another run with the Clippers, a very special athlete, really working hard in this game, Travis Leslie. We had some glimpses last season of the many tools possessed by this next young man. He's slowed by a bruised knee right now, but he has a world of potential. Welcome back, Trey Tompkins. It's a homecoming season for this former UCLA Bruin. I guess I can say that here at Gator Center. He played his high school basketball at Muir High in Pasadena. He's long, athletic, he's a runner. He played some critical minutes for the Boston Celtics in the playoffs this last spring. He's Ryan Hollins.
Ryan Hollins.
Some wise guy told me once you can never have too many bigs, and subscribing to that theory, the Clippers went out and added a player who started a number of games at center in the playoffs for the world champion Miami Heat last year. Happy to have him back in LA, Ronnie Turia. A welcome new face this season. You saw him knocking down threes here during the up and down here a few moments ago. He's been a solid combo guard in Philadelphia, New Orleans, and Atlanta. He made 44% of his three-pointers last year with the Hawks in Atlanta. He's a really good fit here. Willie Green. It all began for this next player with the Clippers back in the 2003-2004 NBA season. He's another savvy veteran with playoff experience with 3 different ball clubs. Really happy to have him back. Former UCLA Bruin, Matt Barnes. This young, I mean young, 22-year-old came of age in the playoffs for the Clippers last year. He's an athletic marvel with tools that are just very steadily being refined. The sky is the limit here at both ends of the court for Eric Bledsoe. the Clippers have. Every day it seemed like something new was announced and something new happened. And how's this for an off-season edition? He's a 5-time All-NBA performer, a 7-time NBA All-Star, a former co-Rookie of the Year, a career 17-point-a-game scorer, a defensive presence in the basketball court, and as great a teammate as you ever could possibly hope to have. He's about to enter his 18th season. And one more time, for the last time publicly, I can introduce him as a guy in his 30s. He's going to turn 40 on Friday. Fran Hill. Another huge addition, a former NBA Sixth Man of the Year. He is one of only 3 players in the history of the National Basketball Association to score as many as 50 points in a game for 3 different teams. Clipper fans are going to love Jamal Crawford. Hey, this couldn't have ever happened before. The Clippers added not 1, but 2 former NBA Sixth Men of the Year. 2 of the last 3 years, as a matter of fact. The guy was the 4th pick in the draft by the Clippers back in 1999. And I have never been so happy to welcome anybody back to this basketball team. He's one of the most versatile players to ever play the game. He's a difference maker. He's Lamar Odom. We saw some real courage and professionalism from the next player. He broke his hand in the playoffs last season. He was listed out for the year. He was back playing a couple of days later. He helped the ball club to a thrilling opening round series win in Memphis against the Grizzlies. Good news, he's healthy, looking trim and great in training camp. So happy and so proud he's a Clipper, Caron Butler. This big man is entering his 5th season with the Clippers, and he's never looked better. He's worked so hard in this game in the offseason. The team is going to reap those benefits, I think, for years to come. He was an number 4 shot blocker in the NBA a year ago, and the best is yet to come for DeAndre Jordan. I've gone through 17 players there so far. That's a pretty darn good collection. And I've not gotten to a former NBA Finals MVP, a 5-time NBA All-Star, a wise veteran who has worked so darn hard to overcome the odds after a debilitating Achilles tendon injury on February the 6th. He's looking good. It won't be too long before he's out there playing again. He's one of 4 on the roster who won an NBA championship. Chauncey Billups. And nobody here happier to see Chauncey returning this year than our next player. And what a year he had with the Clippers last year. Led the team to the best record in franchise history. Took him to the 2nd round of the NBA playoffs. Was an all-star starter, named first team All-NBA, all-defensive first team, won Olympic gold in London, and he and his wife just had their 2nd child a couple of weeks ago. I say wow a lot about Chris Paul. After being the first overall pick in the 2009 NBA draft, his first 2 years playing basketball in this league have been a true meteor ride. Rookie of the year in his first year in a spot on the Western Conference All-Star team. There was that slam dunk thing. But the second year was even better. All-Star starter, All-NBA second team in his second season, a 40-26 record for his basketball team, a thrilling 7-game series win over Memphis, and who knows what may be next. For Blake Griffin. A whole bunch of new players there for you to see here playing in just a few moments. We have new members of the front office, new members of the coaching staff, and these guys will